Welcome back, everyone. When you think of rock and roll icons, few names resonate as loudly as Noel and Liam Gallagher. As the driving force behind Oasis, their anthems defined the 90s and inspired generations. But their rise to fame wasn't just fueled by talent, it was shaped by pain, particularly their relationship with their father, Tommy Gallagher. Today, we're diving deep into the story of how their early years in Manchester set the stage for their unparalleled success and the scars they still carry. Manchester in the 1970s and the 80s was a city of contrasts. On one end, it was brimming with working class people and a thriving music scene that would later birth legends like the Smiths, Joy Division, and of course Oasis. On the other end, it was a tough place to grow up, especially for the Gallagher brothers. The Gallaghers lived in Burnage, a working class suburb. Their father, Tommy, was an Irish immigrant who came to Manchester in search of opportunity. Now, to the outsiders, he seemed like a typical hard-working family man. But inside their home, the story was far darker. One neighbour later recalled how Peggy Gallagher would sometimes walk the boys to school, looking exhausted. She was carrying the weight of the world on her shoulders, they said, and for good reason. Tommy Gallagher wasn't just a strict father, he was abusive. Peggy later described him as controlling and quick-tempered and prone to outbursts. For Noel and Liam, life under his roof meant walking on eggshells, never knowing what might set him off. Now, while the full extent of the abuse remains private, Noel and Liam have spoken openly about the impact it had on them. Tommy's behaviour left emotional scars that the brothers still carry to this day.
And my dad used to knock my mum about. There was many times when, it got like that. He never touched me. I don't know why he didn't. And, sometimes you'd want the crack instead of having to witness it.
He used to kill Noel. Noel was the one that got it the most. I remember Noel once saying, if you don't get out of here, Mum, and leave him, he says, I'm going to kill him. And I thought, oh, Jesus, you can't be doing time for the likes of him.
Yeah, my dad used to beat the living daylights out of me. I've never felt compelled to either talk about it or write about it. I know that I think it's no one else's business. You can't let that kind of thing affect you in any way, because then you're carrying that weight all the way through life.
He was one of those people who, when he walked in the door, the atmosphere would change. Everyone would just tense up. For Liam, the youngest, this instability was particularly damaging. He later described himself as the black sheep of the family, rebellious, misunderstood, and often in trouble. But amidst the chaos, there was one constant: Peggy Gallagher. Known as Al Peg to friends and neighbours, she was the glue that held the family together. Despite the abuse she endured, she found the strength to shield her boys as much as she could. Noel once shared a story about how Peggy would sit with him and Liam late at night, telling them stories or singing Irish songs to help them forget the day's troubles. She was our safe place, he said. In 1982, Peggy Gallagher made the life-altering decision to leave Tommy. With 3 young boys in tow, she moved the family into a council house and started over. It was a courageous act, especially for a single mother in time when divorce carried significant stigma.
He always thought you'd never leave him, because you'd nowhere to go to. You'll never leave me. I said, won't I? Try it. One night, we got the courage to get out, and I left him a knife and a fork and a spoon, and I think I left him too much.
The move away from Tommy was a turning point, but the damage had already been done. Noel and Liam coped with their trauma in very different ways. For Noel, music became an escape. He spent hours locked in his room, teaching himself to play guitar and writing songs that will one day define a generation. Music saved me. It was like a door to another world, one where I didn't have to deal with reality. Now Liam, on the other hand, leaned into his defiant side. Known for his cheeky attitude and bold personality, he earned a reputation as a troublemaker in school. But beneath the bravado was a young boy grappling with anger and insecurity. Now, despite Peggy's efforts to protect them, Tommy continued to cast a shadow over the Gallagher brothers' lives. As they grew older and found fame, Tommy occasionally resurfaced, often in tabloids claiming credit for their success. But Noel and Liam see things very differently. They both made it very clear that their father is not part of their lives, nor will he ever be. For Noel, the estrangement is absolute. The pain of their upbringing didn't just shape who Noel and Liam are, it also shaped their music, themes of resilience, longing, and defiance. Songs like Live Forever and Don't Look Back in Anger resonate because they're personal. They're stories of survival, set to anthemic melodies. Oasis's music feels universal, but it's deeply personal for Noel. You can hear his childhood in every chord. Today, the Gallagher brothers are living proof that it's possible to rise above troubled past while their relationship with each other remains famously volatile. Their shared history blinds them in ways they may never fully acknowledge. The story of Noel and Liam Gallagher reminds us that even in the darkest moments, there's hope. Their journey from troubled household in Burnage to the top of the charts is a testament to resilience and creativity, the power of music to heal. So what do you think about their story? Does it make you hear their music in a new light? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell for more stories from the world of music.